Hey guys, my name is Javin Proctor. I'm the youth pastor at Bethel Worship Center in Camden, South Carolina. And I appreciate the opportunity to be a part of Youth Leaders University and be here with you guys. And thank you for being a part of Youth Leaders University as well. This is an awesome experience for you. Today I'm here to talk to you just a little bit about student leadership. I know sometimes we're afraid maybe to bring students in and make them a part of our leadership and give them responsibilities and give them things to be a part of with our youth ministry. But I truly believe that student leadership is a very, very important thing. I believe if God can call David as a king at a young age, if God can trust Mary at a young age to be the mother of our Savior, I believe that we can trust young people to be leaders within our youth ministries. And I just want to encourage you today that as you look throughout your youth ministry, to focus on those individuals that you see with just this ability to lead, the influencers, the ones around, the ones who their peers come to them, the ones who their peers look up to, and don't even look just at the ones that are extroverts, the ones that are wants to be the center of attention a lot of times. Sometimes your introverts make some of the best leaders because they know how to listen. They know how to be a part of and see what's going on in their peers' lives. So just see who in your youth ministry are stepping up as leaders. Pull them in, join them on your team, and make them a part of you. Don't be afraid to challenge them. Listen, many of your teenagers are hungry to be trained. They're hungry to be put in a place to be able to lead their peers and lead their friends. Don't be afraid to pour into them hard principles about leadership. They need that. With my student leadership, I have young people. I have all the way from 8th grade through seniors as a part of my student leadership team, and they are such a benefit to me. They are so huge. Sometimes I tell my wife sometimes that they are so much more important to me sometimes than my adult leaders are, just because they know their peers. They are a part of them, and they know how to minister to their peers. They know what their peers need. And I'll tell you this, one thing that's great about student leaders is that they can help you take all of your good ideas that you have, and they can break them down and find the true God idea that's in there, because they know exactly what their peers need. They know exactly what needs to be done to minister to their peers. So I just challenge you, man, go after them, find the influencers within your group, and I encourage you to train them up, lead them, let them be the ones that set the atmosphere for your youth ministry. I tell my teenagers who are in my student leadership all the time, look guys, you set the atmosphere for this youth ministry. As you go, so goes this youth ministry, because you're the ones that can influence your peers better than anybody else. If you worship, your peers are going to worship. If you're hungry for God, your peers are going to be hungry from God. And I know that falls on me as well. If my student leaders are going to be worshipers, I have to be a worshiper. If my student leaders are going to be hungry for God, I have to be hungry for God. So I just encourage you guys to find them, mentor them, train them in their life. They are hungry for that. They want that. I'll tell you real quick kind of how I do my student leadership. I bring them in. I meet with them once a month. I pour out ideas that me and my adult leadership team have been brainstorming over, and I say, okay, you take these ideas, you tell us what's going to work. I let them have feedback into things that we have done, things that we have taken part in, and they tell us, was that good, was that not good, what do their peers need? We spend time praying for their peers, praying for their others in student leadership, and what we can do. One of the questions that we've been looking at recently with my student leadership, I heard Andy Stanley say this one time, and I think he might have got it from Craig Rochelle, but he said, to reach those that no one else is reaching, you have to do things that no one else is doing. So me and my student leadership has been, over the last few months, been saying, okay, what is no one else doing in our area that we can reach those that no one else is reaching? And you'd be amazed at the things that your students would come and bring to you. But I meet with those guys at least about once a month. I give them books to read. I give them ideas to talk about, discussions to do. And I tell you this, man, technology today is unbelievable. You can use so many ways to continue discussion outside of a meeting room with your teenagers, like Facebook and text messaging and things like that. Take advantage of those opportunities where you may not be comfortable with them. Your teenagers are, and they can help you. They can show you how to do it. But take every opportunity you can to pour into your student leaders. They want it. They're hungry for it. And you'll be amazed at what they can do for you. My student leaders, every youth service, they're there. They're at the greeters table. They're welcoming their peers into that room every night, telling them how glad they are that they're there. They're the ones that are setting the atmosphere around them. They're making sure that nobody's standing off by themselves. They're making sure that everybody is a part of a family when they come into our youth ministry on our youth services nights. They are an integral part, and I know that you have teenagers within your youth ministry who are integral parts to seeing your ministry expand and your ministry grow. So I just want to encourage you today, and I tell you, I appreciate everything that you're doing. Some of you are volunteers out there, and you're giving your time. You're not getting paid with money to do what you're doing, but the reward that God has for you is so great. And I just encourage you today, and just believe in you and know that you are doing an amazing job. And I encourage you to find those teenagers that are within your ministry to train them up to be the leaders that God has called them to be. And I know that God's going to do some amazing things for you and in your youth ministry. Thank you again. I appreciate the opportunity to be here. God bless you.